You join us here in Imola as we prepare for what will undoubtedly be a magnificent day of racing. It's time, of course, for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Unlike most Formula One tracks, Imola is driven anti-clockwise and offers our drivers today just over 3 miles of glistening wet tarmac to negotiate. It's made up of a roughly equal split of 9 right-hand turns and 10 left-hand. Watch the drivers on the way into turn 16. Managing their speed there will be crucial, with the rain only adding to the difficulty of that downhill braking section, which then, of course, leads into the track's longest straight, though no DRS there today, of course. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Hamilton, George Russell and Tsunoda, Verstappen, Norris, Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz, Stroll, Lawson, Isaac Hadjar and Albon, Bortoletto, Hülkenberg, Jack Doohan and Pierre Gasly, Ocon and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Okay, Yuki is coming in for his stop now.
It started as a day race, now it runs at night. Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at turn 1, and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of turn 10.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Florida is no stranger to world-class sport, and as of 2022, the USA's Sunshine State is now on the F1 calendar. Welcome back to the Magic City for the Miami Grand Prix. With great opportunities for wheel-to-wheel battles featuring 19 corners, 3.36 miles long, and expected average speeds of 138 miles an hour, the Miami International Autodrome will be sure to create lots of chances to overtake.
Okay, mate, radio check please, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, DRS is now available.
It's finally time once again to begin what promises to be another thrilling season of Formula One action. Pre-season times, subject of so much discussion in recent weeks, mean nothing now, as the cars line up to battle it out for points once again. So let's get this season underway. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question.
Radio check, radio check. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
The stage is set and the curtain is rising for another Formula One Grand Prix. We're expecting close fights up and down the field today, so hold on tight, we're moments away from lights out. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Yeah, radio's good.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Welcome to Zandvoort. We've got a treat for you today with its trademark banked corners and a sea of orange t-shirts. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay, radio check, radio check. Okay, DRS is now available.